Welcome to part 27, creating the containers. So there's just a little bit more code inside this create main page function, and we're going to cover it now. So take a look at these two lines of code. They're both going to create two HTML divs. So this first one is the most important one. We're going to call it grid container. So it's a div of 4 components. They are right here. So we've already created them and talked about them, but we'll just review them quickly here. So the all side cards, this is a div containing those 4 Bootstrap cards on the left-hand side. The table tabs are the 2 tabs on the left side of the dashboard that have the dash data tables. The graph tabs are the 3 tabs on the top right of the dashboard containing the 3 Plotly figures. And then the map div contains the radio button. This is a div object actually, so it contains the radio buttons with the map graph below. Okay, so that's this container, and just to look at it on the dashboard, the 4 components are these cards over here, these 2 tabs of dash tables over here, these 3 tabs of the 3 graphs over here, and then the div over here containing the radio buttons and the map below. So we will be styling this using CSS grid, which is why it's called the grid container, and we're giving it this ID grid container. Now, we're going to lay the top info, that's just that header info, on top of the grid container to return a single div as our main page. So the main page consists of those 4 items plus this top info or header info up here. So that's what that does, and we're going to give it an ID like this. So that's what this create main page function does. It returns a single div after all of this work of all the items in our main page. That's just everything below the nav bar. So if we go all the way to the top, you can see here that create main page function. At the very end, it returns that container of the top info and then the grid container. All right, so we exited out of the function. So we're not in this function anymore. We're just running code that will get executed when our dashboard launches. So we're going to create the nav bar using the create nav bar function, and then we're going to create our main page using this create main page function. And then the final layout will be a div with the nav bar on top of our container, which holds our grid container, which holds all of our main pieces of our dashboard. So after we've written this code, we have set our layout and then ready to go on to the callbacks.